head coach of the Bombers is Pat Pena. He is assisted by Mandy Kinzenbach, Abigail Wren, and Darren Harrow. Ladies and gentlemen, the officials for tonight's battle on the hardwood are Grant DeGreif, Lauren DeGreif, and Jared DeGraff. And now for the starting lineups, first our guest, the Huskies of Winterset. Starting off in the guard position, a senior, number 1, Ashlyn Devine. Playing center, a sophomore, number 3, Natalie Smith. At a guard position, a sophomore, number 10, McKenna Olsen. Playing guard, a senior, number 11, Olivia Young. And rounding out the lineup at a forward position, a senior, number 21, Bryn Acton. It's time for your Ballard Bombers. Starting off in a guard position, a sophomore, number 2, Rhea Miller. Playing guard for the Bombers, a junior, number 4, Jada Playing guard for the Bombers, a senior, number 11, Reagan Levy. At a guard position for the Bombers, a sophomore, number 32, Grace Grunmeyer. And rounding out the lineup for the Bombers, playing forward, a starting freshman, number 34, Taylor Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that everyone please rise as you are able. Face the flag located at the south end of the gymnasium as we honor our flag and our country by the singing of the national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, good evening, folks, from a cold, blustery evening here from the hangar here in Huxley, Iowa. I'll be your play-by-play guy and your color commentator guy for this girls game here tonight. My partner, Steve Domino, he's up in Gilbert right now watching his middle boy play a little 8th grade boys basketball. So here we are. We've got our last Raccoon River Conference matchup. This is a makeup from Friday night as the old meteorologist kind of tricked us a little bit and kind of scared us all away. But here we are. We've moved this game up an hour and a half tonight. So there's the tip, and Johnson will win it. We'll get you set here as we matriculate through the first quarter. That's Levy with it. Now she gives it off to Grunmeyer. Grunmeyer over to Rhea Miller on the right-hand side. She's checked out there by 11, Olivia Young. Now down to the post, the mid-post to Johnson. Levy out here on the perimeter now. Jada Landy with it. She swings it down to Johnson in the corner. Kaler looks cross court, finds Rhea Miller. She'll try the three. It's up and it's too strong off the back iron. Bryn Acton, the senior, rips down that rebound. Over to Natalie Smith, just a sophomore. Smith drives, now kicks it out here to McKenna Olsen. Olsen has it knocked away. Levy will corral that one. Almost a minute in here as we're scoreless. Both teams evenly matched for the most part. The records are very similar, 5-15 and 7-13 for Winterset, as that's Olsen with the drive, and she cannot finish, but she'll get the rebound. The shot clock will not reset. That's Bryn Acton, too strong. That's the sophomore. Natalie Smith will get that one to go. First bucket of the game as we're a minute and 10 into this one. These two teams matched up down in Winterset a few weeks back, and it was tight in the first half, and the Huskies just made some buckets in that second half. The Bombers couldn't match, but the Bombers have been much improved here as we've seen them over the last couple weeks as Levy misses that one. Levy will take that one right away from Natalie Smith. So 2-0, 1:30 into this one. Levy with it. There's Miller again. She has that one knocked away, and Bryn Acton will come up with it. She throws it ahead to McKenna Olsen. She's got a breakaway layup. Contested by Landy, and just enough to throw it off. Grunmeyer on the floor, kicks it over there to Johnson, and Johnson has it. Now to be Levy. She'll just walk it up here. Don't anticipate a high-scoring game here tonight. Both teams will play Wednesday night as we get into district play. The Bombers will head over to Grinnell and face a Grinnell team that's very similar to us as well. So I talked to Coach Winya a little bit on Friday, and he seems to like his chances. But first things first here with the Huskies as Grunmeyer has it out top. Grunmeyer gets the pass back from Levy. She'll fire a three and rattles it in and out. That baby was halfway down and came back out again. We're over 2.5 into this one, and the Huskies lead 2-0. As we've got a blocking foul called on Johnson, as that was Natalie Smith. Natalie Smith's been aggressive to the hole a few times tonight, as she's got the only bucket of the ball game, and she'll go to the line for two. We're going to have kind of a hodgepodge up here tonight, folks, as it's myself flying solo. Executive producer Danny Sunsets is here now, but our good friend from the Booster Club, Russ Zimmerman's going to come in. The only instructions we gave Russ was make sure you plug in the laptop, so he's good on that. As Smith, Danny's already got it plugged in, Russ, so if you're on the road listening, we're good to go there. As Smith misses the first one, she's got the second one of two coming. And that one's no good as Johnson gets the rebound. The Todd father, Todd Miller, he's out tonight as he's got his other job he needs to attend to. Mr. Domino will be here probably late in this girls' game and for sure for the boys' game. As like I said, he's up in Gilbert watching his middle boy. With the earlier start times, it threw a wrench in some plans, but we understand we want to be safety first as it is cold out there. As Natalie Smith is all over the scorebook right now. She draws the foul for the Huskies. So Levy will look to inbound as Macy Harder's checked in for the Bombers, number 15, along with number 12, Olivia Waka. This is Harder with it with a left-handed drive across the middle of the lane. She flips one up. It's too short, no good. A rebound by Smith. Now it's brought ahead here by McKenna Olsen. Bombers settle into this zone, which we've seen them go to more here in the second part of the year. It kind of handles or helps with our depth issues, and if we don't have to get into foul trouble, we just as soon not, as there's a three ball up and no good, and that was Olivia Young. Levy gets that one. She fires it ahead to Harder and just out of the reach of Macy. Good idea, not the greatest execution, but it was there. So 4:52 to go in the first quarter, and it is 2-0 here. And the crazy thing is that 2 is about 15 degrees warmer than what it feels outside right now as the Huskies turn that one over. And me being from South Dakota originally, the cold doesn't bother me, but I've been down here towards the southern hemisphere for a lot longer. I just told some folks that on the way up. It's been over a decade, so I'm getting soft in my old age, but it is cold out there, folks. So if you are going to venture out here tonight and head in the hangar, make sure you bundle up. And if not, stay at home. Turn on the TV, grab yourself a beverage. We've got a timeout called by the Bombers as Johnson got stuck with it right there just at the 10-second line. She gets the timeout, 4:33 to go. 24 on the shot clock, and it still stands at 2-0. The Huskies lead in this one. The shooting has been almost as frigid as the temperature outside. Danny. We do have, like I said, the girls' district play is coming up here. That'll be Wednesday night. We'll head over to Grinnell. I'm not sure where. I think Winterset has Creston. I think Creston's coming to town, and we will see Grinnell, and their record is, I can't see it on the screen there, it's too small for me, but they're right around the same. Maybe we got 7 or 8 wins. Like I said, Coach Winion likes our chances. We can go over there. They don't shoot it great from the three-point line. So we'll see. But if we win that one, if we were lucky enough or good enough to win that one, we'd go down to see DCG. We saw them first game of the year. They've got a really good squad down there, tradition rich. So, and the boys will start. We got this one tonight. We go to DCG Friday, and then we start postseason play on Monday. This is Harder with a dribble drive, and Macy has it knocked away again as Johnson gets her hands on that one, steals it away from Smith. Now we've got a reach-in foul. Looks like it'll be called on Natalie Smith again, and it is called on Smith. That'll be her second foul here. And Johnson got her hands on that one, tipped it away. So now Levy will look to inbound, 35 seconds. So the shot clock resets on the foul. She inbounds it there to Johnson. Now right back into Levy. Reagan's going to up and under and can't get it, but she'll draw another foul. Looks like that one's on number 5. Abby Hofing, who just checked in. She checked in for Natalie Smith. So Smith has 2. Hofing has 1. Levy's got 2 free throws. She's too strong with that one. The second of the pair, and Reagan can't get that one to go down as it rattles out. There's a lid on that basket down here at the south end for the Bombers. Ashlyn Devine surveys. Now it's over here to McKenna Olson. She's looking down low. Now she's got it to Bryn Acton in that mid-post. Cross court to Olivia Young. Now up there to Acton at the free throw line. She kicks it over to Young. She dribbles baseline. She's checked by Walker. Now Grunmeyer's taking Acton out top. Might have got away with a carry, but good put under there from Acton, but she couldn't get it to go. But a rebound by Devine. Well, this is Young with it. Shot clock did not reset, and that's a killer late in the shot clock as Ashlyn Devine gets that one to go, and the Huskies lead 5-0. Pass ahead to Harder. Macy has it. Now she's looking to kick it back out. She finds and she's going to tie it up. No, and Macy's going to get called for a travel. She did, too. It was little tie-up, but to no avail. Macy's charged with the turnover and the travel. So it'll be Husky basketball. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. And they lead 5-0 here at the hangar, Huxley, Iowa. Early start on this Monday night. This is a reschedule from Valentine's night, so all of you folks that the weather didn't impact you, take your loved ones out, your Valentines out for a meal. Levy tracks this one down in the corner. Now she's got it out here to Johnson. Johnson dribble drives with it. She's on the attack mode, and Kaler goes up and in over Devine, and a really good take there from Kaler Johnson. Like to see that aggressive play out of Kaler. Bombers with a little pressure. That's Olson with a step-back 3. It's not there. Johnson will get the rebound. Now the Bombers will look to run. No, they'll slow it down as Levy has it. Down the corner to Harder. Harder with a dribble drive down to the baseline. She finds Johnson. Now she kicks it out to Grunmeyer. Over here to Waka. Now and Waka's going to be called for the travel as Olivia was right there, but to no avail. Now we've got a sub in here. Looks like number 14, Macy Olson, will check in for the Huskies. And now we've We've got the other part of the dream team has just shown up here, Mr. Russ Zimmerman, the Booster Club president, and the fill-in for the Danny Sunsets, as he likes to be referred to. We could use a nice warm sunset coming up here. Acton with it, and now she'll go up and over Johnson. She gets that one to go down, so it'll be 7-2 the Huskies. Now Waka has it. The Huskies in this little token pressure zone as she reaches in, and it looks like Acton's going to get called for a foul. She does not agree with that one, but probably the right call. Dropping my pen all over the place. Now that's the 14th foul on the Huskies. 2:02 to go in the first quarter. 7-2, the Huskies lead. 14 fouls on the Huskies, just 1 on the Bombers. That was that block on Johnson. Levy with a dribble drive. She pulls it back out. Now a little step back turnaround. Got it to go down. 7-4. Here come the Huskies. This is Devine with it. Acton out there up top. Macy Olson with the catch now. She dribbles around, looking for help. Gets it to Devine. Devine looks down to Acton. Oh, when Johnson knocks it away, and Acton wasn't very happy with the no call there. Grunmeyer has it. She looks for Johnson in the post, and it's knocked away. Now it's knocked away by Johnson. Grunmeyer has it. Now it looks like it could be a jump ball, and it's going to be. It's going to be Husky basketball. And Grace Grunmeyer had it, but just couldn't control it. She controlled it, and the Huskies did a nice job getting their hands in there. Bombers will show 2-2-1 pressure here as it's Harder up along with Landy. Now it's over the top. That's Young with it. Landy looks to Wolfer. Waka gets her hands on it. She knocks it away. Waka now to Johnson. Johnson ahead to Harder. Harder with a layup. Too strong from Macy Harder. It's no good. Approaching the 1-minute mark to play here in the first quarter. Now it's ahead. That's Abby Hoeing. She gets it taken away, and here comes Olivia Waka on a layup drive. She'll get a little shove on the backside there on Macy Olson. Waka should go to the line for 2, I believe, and it is, as the official signals for 2. So the freshman Olivia Waka will head to the line. Olivia can't get that one to go. She's got another one coming. Got a couple subs checking in here. Number 22, Claire Seidler. Yeah, looks like can't see, looks like number 10, maybe McKenna Olson's back in. Number 14's out there, Macy Olson. Acton's still in there. Oh, good rebound by Levy. Levy sneaks inside of Abby Hoeing, and gets that offensive rebound. Bombers trail by 1 as Levy gets her hand on that one, knocks it out of bounds. Good hustle there from Reagan Levy, and this little 2-2-1 pressures doing just exactly what the Bombers wanted to. Johnson will check out, so it'll be Rhea Miller back in. We've got Miller, Harder, Waka, Levy, and Landy out there for the Bombers. For the Huskies, it's Olson, so that's McKenna Olson and Macy Olson. This is Acton with it now. Acton, it looks like we're going to have a jump ball, and it will go to the Bombers. Good defense in there in the post. Folks, I gotta tell you a little story here. I gave Danny Sunsets a Christmas card. Oh, it was probably 6 weeks ago. I put it in his bag, and it's still in his bag, folks. So, Heidi, if you're out there listening, it should go on your refrigerator. Hopefully, I'll see it later this summer on there. But Harder with the drive. Now out here to Rhea Miller. Up for 3. It's no good. And Abby Hoeing comes down with the rebound. Now it's Macy Olson with it with the Huskies. She looks at it, doesn't like it. Over to Olson. McKenna Olson, that is. Acton with it. And that is McKenna Olson with a 3-ball again. 10-6 as we're down to 1. And that'll do it here in the first quarter as it's 10-6. The Huskies lead. Thank you, Danny Sunsets. Folks, we usually have a read here, and I apologize. I think it was in my stuff, and Dan didn't have it, but we've got 2 Stealth Booster members, and they are Huxley Communications and Chick-fil-A of Ames. Huxley Communications, been a locally owned cooperative since, I believe, 1937 is how long they've been around, and whether it's in Huxley, in Ballard, in the communities, it's the fastest internet you can find, whether it's your home, work, school, whatever, and they're big sponsors and supporters of the Ballard Community School District and the Ballard Athletic Program. So thank you to Huxley Communications along with Chick-fil-A Ames. If you're looking to on a cold night, if you want to and you're up in Ames, go ahead, order on that app. Do yourself some cooking, and Chick-fil-A will do it for you. As Chick-fil-A with the app and drive-thru are big supporters of the Bombers, and as they like to say, Chick-fil-A is here for you, and let's go Bombers. So we appreciate those two stealth sponsors, the Ballard Booster Club. So 1 quarter down here in the girls' game. It's 10-6. The Huskies lead the Bombers. Final regular season game for both of these teams. They'll both start playoff action on Wednesday night. Your Bombers will head over to Grinnell, and I believe that the Huskies will host the ladies from Creston. Yeah, we got to reset the shot clock as it started at 31 or 2, or we didn't run the clock maybe. We'll get her figured out. A unique day as well because we didn't have school here for the Bombers. I don't know if the Huskies did either, but just a strange day as far as routines go with everything. So I think we got her almost figured out. We're going to put 8 minutes back on the, 7:56 on the game clock, 31 on the shot clock. And now we're ready to go. Ashlyn Devine with it, so it's Devine, McKenna Olson, Macy Olson, Bryn Acton, and Olivia Young as that one's knocked away, and it'll be a turnover to start here the second quarter. The Bombers have it. Levy with it over to Grunmeyer. Grunmeyer to the high post. Johnson has it. Now over here to Levy, to Landy, to Miller in the corner. Levy has it out here at the Huxley on the floor. Huxley, Slater, Cambridge, and Kelly, and Levy will shoot that one outside the arc, off the back iron, no good. Tracked down by Ashlyn Devine. Up ahead to Acton. Acton over to Olson. Olson just made a 3. Too strong with that one. Ashlyn Devine tracks down that rebound. Good rebound from Devine. Oh, and Johnson. That looks like Kaylor Johnson's going to pick up that foul. Maybe a little late on the whistle there. Kaylor doesn't like it. It might have been the right call. Coach Winya's going to he's going to have a conversation. He needs to. That's just Pat sticking up for his girls. 10-6. Just got a text from my guy, Steve Domino. 8th grade boys team. The A team got to win up there in Gilbert, so he's en route. Steve, don't hurry. We'll be here when you get here. It's cold out there. No good on the first one was Devine. Too bad we didn't play this one on Valentine's night because Devine would have been a great name for Valentine's night, but we had to move her here to this Monday of President's Day. Waka has it. 11-6 as Devine made good on the second one now. She threads the needle with that one to Levy. Levy over here to Miller. She turns down the 3. Grunmeyer has it over here to Waka. She looked for Landy. Now we rotate through. Levy will take a deep 3 and brings nothing but raindrops on that one. Lollipops, raindrops, and gumdrops for Levy as that's 11-9 now. The Bombers trail by 2. Acton has it. She kicks it out here to Macy Olson. Olson fires a 3, rattles it in and out. Olivia Young rips down that rebound. She gets it back out here to Ashlyn Devine. She looks to reset it. Bombers in this zone. The high post has been active with Acton tonight. There's Acton with it down low, and she up and under with the left hand. Cannot finish. Good post defense there from Reagan Levy. Reagan playing a little bit out of position, but the Bombers don't have a ton of depth or a ton of size, so Kaylor with 2 is on the bench. Landy has it now in the corner to Ray Miller. She finds Levy down there in that mid-post. Baseline drive, a reverse layup, no good. Too strong with that one. Macy Olson will bring it down. Just a 5'4" sophomore guard for the Huskies. I don't know if this is her sister McKenna, but it very well could be. Awaka with the turnover there. She grabs that one now to Levy. Bombers trail by 2. 2.5 into the second quarter. Landy rips it over there to Miller. Miller has a good cut there from Grace Grunmeyer. Grace with a step through up and under. Too strong off the back board as Macy Olson has this rebound. Behind the back dribble. McKenna Olson with it. She's checked out here by Waka. Ashlyn Devine. Now to Acton. Devine has it. Methodical offense here from the Huskies, and the zone from the Bombers is working just like they'd planned. Oh, what a good take there by Ashlyn Devine, and they ran the shot clock down, got it into good post position to the 5'6" senior, and she made good on the bucket. She's got the conventional three-point play coming here. And she's got a free throw coming, and we've got a sub checking in here. It'll be Macy Harder. Harder will check in for Rhea Miller. The first foul on Levy, second of the team in the quarter. That one's too strong. Grunmeyer gets that rebound. Harder gets that one, and she's out of bounds with it. Just a little ill-advised pass there from Grace Grunmeyer. She wishes she had that one back. Macy done a nice play to track it down, but couldn't keep her feet in bounds. Bryn Acton will get a break here. I think the first one of the evening for her. Number 3, Natalie Smith is back in. She picked up those 2 fouls in the first quarter, but Coach Matt Young trusts her, brings her back in. This is Macy Olson with it. Now she throws it across the court to Olivia Young. Yeah, I thought she picked up her dribble, and she did. And the fella in the stripes called it. Looks like Coach Winion wants a 30-second timeout to talk over a few things as the Bombers trail 13-9, 4:32 to go here in the second quarter. Once again, your Bombers will be on the road. We'll see if that'll be broadcast. If it is, look forward on some of our social media posts. When we usually try to tend to work with the Booster Club, if we can get it posted to them and let them know if you can't make it over to Grinnell on Wednesday night. It will be a cold night, but if you can, great. We'll see if we can do it. It's a little different in the postseason, folks, because we've got the girls' union, we've got the boys' union, and most times if you're going to do it, the home team will have a broadcast. And there's some sponsorship dollars. We're always looking for sponsors for those postseason games. So it's a good deal for both the unions and for the home teams that can host those games and get them on a live stream. So it does make it somewhat convenient, especially when it's going to be so gosh darn cold out there. But I'll tell you, it seems always colder because it's not like back in the day when I had to, wear the parka and the stocking hat and the gloves. Now it's if you got a hoodie on and you got long socks with shorts, you're good. It's a strange world we live in, Russ, as he smiles and shakes his head because he's got kids as well. That's Harder with it. Now Landy will fire a 3. Looks good from here, just too strong. Had a good vantage point. Was right on line. Was just too strong from Jada. Levy gets the rebound. She won't knock it down. She fired it away there from about 14.5 feet, just off the front iron. 4 minutes to play. And it looked like Devine may have got away with one, but just got it passed off in time. Macy Olson fires that one deep in the corner to McKenna Olson. Now Macy fires this one across the floor again. Good ball movement here from the Huskies as they look to work the shot clock down. That's Natalie Smith with it. That one's Smith, and she'll be called for the travel, and I think she would take the travel as opposed to the charge because that would have been her 3rd foul. Good defense there from the Bombers, just good position defense. As my friend the Todd father would say, a good wall up there from Reagan Levy. Huskies with the pressure. Levy looking to get rid of it. She does, and it's turned over as McKenna Olson comes up with that loose ball. Now Macy has it. Back over to McKenna. She'll fire one from way downtown. Too strong with that one. Harder gets the rebound. Oh, and it's taken right away from Ashlyn Devine. Now Levy gets that rebound. We got Devine reaching in again. And now we're going to get a foul called. And that'll be on Ashlyn Devine, and she knows it. Back in the day, Russ, I don't know when you played. Russ doesn't have a headset on. He could if he wanted to, but I don't want to multitask him. Back in the day, it was always, if you got a foul, you always raised your hand so everybody know who it was on. That's a thing of the past, I think. But there was a guy I used to play. He played, I didn't used to play, I used to watch him. He was played for the Crow Creek Chieftains, Crow Creek Reservation. His name was Chico Ross. As Levy turns that one over. Chico Ross, every time he would go and foul, he would go to the scores table and show his jersey so they know who it was on. I thought, man, what a novel concept. It wasn't trying to show anybody up. That one was tipped out by the Huskies, but it was just, you used to raise your hand, but Chico boy, he'd go right over there and he'd show his jersey right to the scores table so they know who it was on. Now Harder has it here with a left-handed dribble. Levy with it out here on the left wing. Hand off to Waka. Waka fires that one over to Grunmeyer. 6 on the shot clock. Now down low to Landy. It's tipped away. It'll be turned over. Olivia Young has it for the Huskies. And the senior, she fires it in there too. That's Natalie Smith. And Smith can't get that one to go down. Waka's leading the break. She looks to fire it ahead to Grunmeyer. That one's turned over. Good idea, or not great execution. As Smith fires that one ahead to Devine, and that one's turned over. Now we'll have a sub in here. This will be number 10, Elena Bauman. We'll check in for Jada Landy. We also got a sub in here as Macy Olson will check out, and Claire Seidler will check in. Harder has it on the left wing. Macy's going to look to attack. She fires it ahead to Grace Grunmeyer. Grunmeyer looks cross court here to Waka. Waka to Levy. Levy turns down the 3. She's got Seidler on her. Both teams in this zone defense. Grunmeyer has it. Squares up, no good. And Bauman has it as she finds Waka across. Waka with a little floater in the lane. Can't get it to go. And Levy will draw the foul. That one looks like it'll be on Bryn Acton. And she had a little push in the back. The third team foul, and maybe the second on Acton, and the second on the team here in the second quarter. Maybe looks to inbounds. She's looking. Oh, and she throws that one to Bauman. She can't come down with it. It's turned over. McKenna Olson has it. Good step through there. That's a reach-in foul. Looks like that'll be on Bauman. So Elena Bauman will pick up the foul, and McKenna Olson will go to the line for 2 as it's 13-9, 1:48 to go. Remember, at halftime of this one, folks, we will have the little cheer, so make sure you stay tuned in, as those little gals will be out there showing off what they worked on. I think they had a little camp as Olson makes good on the first one. Extends the lead to 5. We've got a sub looking to check in here for the Huskies. It's Madeline Nordstrom will check in for Acton. It's Madeline in the program. Maybe she goes by Maddie. We don't know, but we're going to stick with Madeline. Olson makes good on that one, so she's 2 for 2 for the line, and the Huskies lead by 6, 15-9. Waka has it. She looks to attack. Ahead to Grunmeyer. Grunmeyer over here to Bauman. Bauman will shoot the layup. It's off the backboard, no good. Solid break action there for the Bombers. Could not complete it. Now this will be Devine. She'll turn down the 3 over to Olson. Good close out there from Grace Grunmeyer and the Bombers. Approaching 1:20 to go in the first half. 15-9, the Huskies lead. This is Olson with it down there in the post. Now out here to Nordstrom. Back out to Olson. She fires a 3. It's up and too strong, and it's off the back of the backboard. Waka has it. She's going to kick it off of Devine. Bomber basketball. Taylor Johnson will check in for Elena Bauman. Bauman got some good minutes there for the Bombers. They trail by 6. The Huskies with this pressure. Little 2-2-1. Johnson has it. She dribbles out of it. Good play there from Taylor Johnson. Oh, and Harder saw Grunmeyer. It was just a tick too late, so she turns it over. Less than a minute to play here in the first half of this one. Again, final regular season game for both of these teams. Final conference games. This is a makeup from Friday night. Huskies will play catch with it out here. 16 on the shot clock. Devine has it. She dribbles baseline. Now she finds Smith. Smith off the backboard. It's up and good. Natalie Smith with good touch on that one. Huskies extend that lead to 8. The shot clock is off, so the Bombers can hold for 1 if they so choose, as the Huskies look to double team it out of Reagan's hands. They can't get it done. Grunmeyer has it. Now back up here to Levy. Levy with it at the top of the key. Johnson has it. She's going to look to do something with it as Taylor steps through. Can't get that one to go. Olson has it. She won't get that one off in time. It was front of the rim. It wouldn't have counted anyway. So, 1 half complete here, and it's the Winterset Huskies 17, your Ballard Bombers 9. We're going to step away here, but please stay tuned in as we've got the little cheer as these girls come out in their purple. So stay tuned in here, and we'll let you watch it. All right, folks, welcome back here. And we saw the little cheerleaders there. There was quite a few of them out there. My broadcast partner has made the jaunt down from Gilbert. Mr. Domino, welcome.
Thank you. Back in the building.
I think that we established when we were on the vacation, I was with some of your family members, and they're looking for a nickname, and I think we established that VIP.
Oh, geez.
Steve VIP Domino is what we're going to go with, just from your travels throughout the United States. So I can appreciate that. But 8th grade boys got a nice win up there on the A team anyway. Broke
They
the
did.
schneid. That's good.
Yeah, it was good to see them have a little success. They've lost a lot of close games.
Well, hopefully you can bring us some better fortune here in the second half. As we trail by 8, it'll be Bomber basketball. We'll go with our original starting 5. So it's Johnson. Now this is Rhea Miller with it. She's over here to Levy. Jada Landy, number 4, and 32, Grace Grunmeyer. Johnson with it in the post, and she gets tripped up. No call. Maybe a little slip there. No call. So here come the Huskies as they'll go with their starting 5. That's Olivia Young. Now it's out here to Ashlyn Devine. Now it's Acton with it. Bryn Acton. Back out to Devine. Both teams in this zone play methodical offense as the Huskies had a couple of good trips, and one of them was a dagger with a 3 late in the shot clock to put 3 points on the board for them. This is Acton with it now. Over here to Devine on the left baseline. That was turned over as Levy gets her hands on that one. Here come the Bombers. Left to right on your radio dial as Levy throws that one off the glass. The backboard no good. Natalie Smith with that rebound. Natalie picked up 2 quick fouls in that first quarter, so didn't see a lot of minutes in the first half, but I think she's kind of the key cog as just a sophomore for the Huskies. Both teams young. That's Smith right on cue. Too strong with that one as Miller can't track down the rebound. Knocked away out of the hands of Olivia Young. Levy brings it down. Bombers still trail by 8.
Good take.
Good take there from Kaler. Couldn't get it to go down and off of Landy's hands. That's McKenna Olsen with it. Minute and a half into the third quarter. Same score as that's Ashlyn Devine, and that shot was Devine as well as it goes in. 20-9. The Huskies now lead by 11.
It's just too easy. One pass right on the wing.
Levy with it. Now down here in the corner to Miller. Miller back out to Levy. She'll throw it over here to Grunmeyer. Landy has it. He just got to look to shoot that basketball. Miller will take that 3. Air ball's no good. And it's out of bounds. It'll be to the Huskies. Good look there from Miller. Pretty good ball movement. We've seen decent ball movement from the Bombers. Just haven't got the shots to go down. There's a little zone pressure here. Devine with it. She'll throw that one out of bounds as Olsen can't handle it. The pressure works to a T there for the Bombers. They turn them over. 5:44 to go. The Bombers trailing this one by 11, 20-9.
Just a little token extension pressure here.
Their catches and faces up ahead to Landy. Now they've got numbers. Landy will take it right to the rack. Too strong off the back iron. Can't get it to go down, but pretty good press break there from the Bombers. Levy will dive in on that one. It's going to be a foul. It'll be a foul on Jada Landy. Call for the push. Good effort there from both teams. 5:27 to go. Bombers still trail by 11 here in the third quarter. This will be Ashlyn Devine with it. Huskies have no problem playing offense from about that 26-foot line, and then they just move it around the high post. Good play there. Good hands by Johnson as she blocks that shot of Natalie Smith.
Yeah, I don't mind that we sit in the zone here because I think we're a little outmanned sometimes in man defense, but you got to be a little more active. You know, get the hands moving, get them passes a little more difficult, get some tips.
Levy turns that one over. I agree. So many times, and we've seen it, and we've just called this our second game together now, Steve, but these zones, teams want to play these zones, and I can understand it, but everybody likes to play with their hands by their sides. They're not up and out. And I just remember watching way back in the day with Jim Boeheim and that type of stuff. Everybody's hands got to be up and out, kind of like Grace's are right now. Just make it a little tougher for the passing lanes. Good defense down there in the post by Olivia Walk as she reaches around Smith. Walk will give it to Harder. Left-handed Harder across to Grunmeyer. She looked like she was going to fire the shot. Grace gets it tipped away, but she'll keep possession. Over here to Levy. Levy will try the corner three. It's up and good. Good looking 3-point stroke there from Reagan Levy as she gets it to go down. Bombers trail by 8. First bucket for the Bombers in quite some time, so good to see the lid come off the cylinder. This will be Natalie Smith. That's no good for Smith. Levy with the rebound. Bombers look to run. Levy looks ahead. Now she throws it ahead to Grunmeyer.
Oh, boy.
Grunmeyer with a little step through there. No good. Quick feet.
Struggling from close range
Yes,
right
we
now.
are.
Need a couple of those to fall.
Smith with it high post. Now back over here to Olivia Young. Smith with it on the high post. Good take. She'll draw the foul. I think it'll be on Olivia Waka. It will, and Smith will go to the line for 2. Smith makes good on that one. Extends the lead to 9. Hofing will check in for the Huskies, along with number 14, Macy Olson. Natalie Smith makes good on the pairs, so the Huskies lead by 10. They'll come out in this zone. Waka has it. Maybe with a good pass ahead, and Macy Harder can't handle that pass, but it was really good execution on the pass, just not the catch there for Macy. 3:48 to go. The Bombers trail by 10. Bombers have had opportunities here, Steve. They just have not been able to finish.
They're playing hard. You like to see that.
Looks like Coach Matt Young is going to get a timeout for the Huskies. 3:39 to go, 27 on the shot clock. A full timeout called by Matt Young. Fairly decent slate of games, I think, here tonight. And then, like I said, we talked earlier, as the postseason starts for the girls here on Wednesday, our girls will head over to Grinnell on Wednesday night. I believe the Winterset Huskies host, I believe they host Creston on Wednesday.
It's hard to believe we're already at that point in the season, Tim.
Time flies, doesn't it? And I've said that, and I was always told that when I was a younger person, but I never fully understood it. But as we get older,
yeah, no, especially the month of February.
Yes, it's
all weekend in our house right now.
For sure, yeah. And sometimes it's cliche, but February is the shortest month by days, but seems like the longest because we get into these deep freezes, and we're dead in the teeth of one right now. As it is bone-chilling cold out there this evening. Late start tomorrow for the Bombers, as that was just, we saw that text come through not too long ago. That's kind of the norm here. It's supposed to be just like negative 35 wind chill tomorrow in the morning. It's not too bad.
It looks like maybe make a tea time next week, though.
Yeah, it looks like it. I saw that it should be 50 degrees. You know, those folks down there in the Des Moines Metro, those public courses will be wide open. They'll be slapping the white ball around, getting ready for those spring break trips to warmer weather.
There we go.
There's a turnover there as Olsen fires that one out of bounds. So the zone work to a tee there. And again, just hands up and out, make it a little tougher for him. Grunmeyer has on the left side. She's dogged by Olivia Young. Now Levy has it out here on the left hand wing. Reagan will dribble drive, and she'll draw the foul. Reagan will go to the line for 2. It'll be a foul on Ashlyn Devine, her second of the game. First on the team here in the third quarter. Levy will go to the line for 2. Reagan comes in shooting at about almost 67%, 66.7. She makes good on the first one. Devine will check out. Kenna Olsen's back in the game. Levy makes good on the second of the pair, so Bombers trail by 8. I like the way Macy Harder plays. She seems to have a good pace about her, especially on the defensive side. Levy will knock that one away. There's Abby Hofing, the junior, with the layup, but it was blocked out of bounds by Reagan Levy. 26 on the shot clock. Olivia Young will look to inbounds. There's it way out top to McKenna Olsen. Over here to Macy. McKenna looks at the three, turns it down. Now she'll fire another one up. No good. It looks like Hofing will track down the rebound. It'll be a foul on the reach in by Reagan Levy.
Number 2 on Reagan.
Yes, it is. Third on the team here in the quarter. Same rule as last year. 5 team fouls in a quarter. It's automatic 2 free throws. Got rid of the 1-on-1 bonus. That's Olivia Young for 3. That one's too strong, no good. Levy gets the rebound. Under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Up ahead to Harder. Good pitch and catch ahead there. Harder comes down with that one, and now we've got a foul on Macy, right on cue. As I just said, I enjoy the way she plays and draws the foul. Just Macy's first, 4th on the team here, as Jada Landy will check back in. Grace Crumb will get a break. Huskies will look to inbounds as this is Natalie Smith with it. She gets to Olsen and she turns it over. Jada Landy with good hands.
Knocked down. Oh.
Levy. Johnson has it. Good take there from Kaler. Oh, and she gets it knocked away. Just got to be strong with it. Just got to be strong with the basketball there, Kaler.
Travel.
Oh, and that looks like it will be a travel. And McKenna Olsen knew it, and the whistle was a little delayed. She kind of looked like, wait a minute. Kaler with a good drive there. She just needs to be stronger with the basketball, and that's kind of been the MO for Kaler this year. She's playing more in the post, which is something that she hasn't done a lot, even being almost 6 foot tall, but it's one of those things. You got to be strong with the basketball, just like that. Good pitch ahead. Harder has it. Now she fires it ahead to Johnson. Johnson with a little left-handed floater. She tips it back out to Landy. Now Landy out to Levy. Levy from the Kelly logo turns it down. Dribble drive. Kicks it out here to Waka. Waka will fire a 3. Off the back iron. Landy's there. Can't get the rebound. Good play there around the back for Macy Olsen. Transition 3 for Olsen. She doesn't get it to go down. Waka with it. A little bit more pace of play here. Waka pitches it outside to Macy Harder. 3's up and no good. Macy Olsen with the rebound for the Huskies.
Bombers are getting some good looks here. Just need to knock down a couple.
Bombers trail by 6. Olsen has it. She goes cross court. Divine now Acton. Acton out of that mid post to Olsen. Can't get the 3 to go down.
You know, once again, you're going sideline to sideline through the middle of the zone without any contest. Like, we got to make that pass harder.
100%. Put a little more air underneath of it and let our girls get a chance to get there instead of getting that wide open look. Levy with a dribble drive, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be off of Levy. 1 minute to play here in the third quarter. The Bombers trail 22-16 as Rhea Miller will check in for Macy Harder. It's Rhea Miller, Jada Landy, Reagan Levy, Olivia Wonka, and Kaler Johnson. Bombers are in 2-2-1 pressure. Kenna Olsen with it. Over here to Acton. Now Divine has it. She goes way across court to Macy Olsen. Good wall up there from Kaler Johnson.
Good hustle there by Rhea.
Rhea Miller gets a hand on it, knocks it away. A little bit of contest on that. Levy has it. Now she kicks it out to Wonka. Dribble drive. Now to Miller. Miller will fire a 3. It's up and it's no good off the back iron. Another good look there. Pretty good ball movement from the Bombers. A 2-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock as the Huskies will look to get a little catch out here on top of the zone. This is McKenna Olsen. Now over to Macy. Divine has it. Bombers extend that zone. We're out of bounds off the Bombers. 9 seconds on the shot clock. 10.6 on the game clock, so it should be the last possession of the quarter here. Unless the Bombers can get them turned over. Divine catches it. Lane kicks it out to McKenna Olsen. She'll fire a 3, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net. Levy has it. And Levy can't get that 3 off. It's no good, so McKenna Olsen will knock down that 3 to give the Huskies a 25-16 lead here at the end of 3 quarters complete. Excuse me. Pretty good offense there from the Huskies. A little inside out and just kind of exactly to your point is uncontested.
Yeah,
It's been the theme.
I'm kind of a broken record right now. I don't mind the zone, but we really have to be more active, and that's an effort thing, right?
Sure. Yep.
You know, you don't have to be the best basketball player in America to be more active in that zone, and getting a little complacent in spots. So hopefully they come out in the fourth quarter here, get a couple buckets, make a couple of those short ones they missed, and make it a ball game.
Yeah, and we've had really good looks. We cut it to 6, and we had really good looks around the rim, and even we missed some shots. We missed some passes that we had good open looks. If we were able to corral those catches, we couldn't. But do have to touch base on the Bomber wrestling team, as they'll send 6 to the state tournament coming up here this week. So pretty good showing here as the wrestlers hosted the districts here at the hangar over the weekend on Saturday. Had some winners. I think we had 4 guys win their weight classes.
4 district,
yeah, 4 district
right?
champs.
Is that what they're called? Yeah.
And then 2 others that got in. So not bad. I think they finished 2nd in points in the district tournament.
This Coach Combs' first official season as head coach.
Yes, sir.
One of his children play on my baseball team, and he's a great little wrestler himself. So Coach Combs is he's an aggressive dude. I love it.
The Huskies ball here to start the fourth quarter as they lead this one by 9, 25-16.
Bombers need to stop.
They do. His offense has been hard to come by for the Bombers.
There we go.
Taylor got her hand on that one, and she got it turned over. So steal by Johnson. Now the Bombers will look to attack. Pass ahead there to Harder. I'll cross over here to Landy. Landy out top to Waka. Wide open 3. Olivia rattles around. No good. Macy Olson tracks down that rebound.
We're doing a really good job of running the floor, but the passes to them are just a step too late.
Yep.
Where they could be layups instead of giving Winterset a chance to collapse.
Brent Acton with it. Now it'll be over here to McKenna Olson. Macy Olson with it. High post to Acton. Now over here to the left wing. Down low to Natalie Smith. Devine will try the 3. That one's no good. Levy will come down with it. Reagan has it. Levy surveys over here to Waka. Waka, a little floater in the lanes. No good. Levy's just got to gather herself and make more of a fundamentally 2-foot shot right there. She didn't really have any pressure on her. Just needs to slow herself down and take her time.
I think she was surprised at how open she was.
Yes.
They didn't come out and guard.
A little high post entry from Acton will be off the hands of Natalie Smith. So Bomber basketball. 6:36 to go in the fourth quarter.
Getting the stops we need. Just got to get that ball in the bucket. See right now, there we go.
Pressure. Pass ahead to Harder. AC has it, put it on her hip, no call. Landy cross court. Waka has it. She's got to look at that 3 a little harder. Levy will fire a deep one. That one's nothing but nylon. And now the Bombers trail by 6. So we've got the stops. We got a bucket. Oh, and now Waka will pick one up. Just the first of the quarter for the Bombers. Olivia's second, so we're good there. 25-19, 6:14 to go in the fourth quarter. Once again, last regular season game for both of these squads. We'll head into postseason action starting this Wednesday. Acton with it. Now a little baseline cut there from Smith, and she'll get a little 2-hand push in the back by Waka, so Smith will go to the line for 2. Natalie was there earlier in the half. Now Waka will pick up her 3rd, second on the team this quarter. The Huskies know exactly where they want to get the basketball, and the Bombers should have an idea by now as well. We're just a little slow to the punch. Smith gets the first one to go. 25-19 with one more to come here for Natalie Smith, the 5'8" sophomore. Smith's good on the pair, so Huskies lead by 8. Waka will bring it up. Now she finds Landy. Landy, a little jumper in the lane. It's up and good.
Reagan stepping up, only senior on the squad, playing hard.
Johnson gets her hands on that one and just knocks it out of bounds, but good hustle there from the Bombers as it's 27-21. Levy's got 16 to the 21 for the Bombers. Just need a little bit of help from a couple more here in the fourth quarter, and Good things. McKenna Olson will fire that three. It's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound tracked down by Harder. Throws it back there to Levy. Levy throws it ahead to Harder. Harder with it underneath. Flips it to Johnson, not there, but kicks out to Landy. Landy no good on the three ball. It's saved inbounds by Harder. Acton has it for the Huskies. She fires it ahead to Ashlyn Devine. Devine will look to attack. Now she throws it over here to Smith. Smith a little step through. Oh, and she's going to draw a foul. That one will go on Kaylor Johnson. It'll be her third. And now Smith will go to the line for two as she gets some assistance on her hairdo. I don't think I ever had to do that in my time playing, Steve, was work on the hair. But Smith's no good on the first one.
Bombers are right in this game.
Coach Matt Young, the head coach for the Huskies, going to take a timeout.
You know, nice victory against Gilbert. You know, next one kind of got to go away from us over at Carroll.
Mm-hmm.
A game like this, though, you know, heading into the postseason, heading into next season, I'd love to see them get a victory here and just get that feeling, right?
Right.
They've got a lot of potential. They're very, very young. You know, Coach Winya is a great coach, and he's got some help coming too next year with, you know, just more numbers, right? Even in practice, and you know, just having you know, enough kids to grow the program back to where it's been, and this would be a nice stepping stone towards that.
For sure, and we've kind of talked about it, and the Todd father and I have talked about it. Confidence is just a big thing, especially for anybody in life, but especially for high school kids. And
absolutely.
And if you don't have a lot of confidence, it's hard to do a lot of things, and it's in there. You just got to be confident in your skill and be able to do it. As Smith misses that one, Reagan with a good block out. Now, Bombers trail by 6.
Reagan kind of putting this one on her shoulders.
Huskies will stay in that zone. Landy has it. Now a little handoff here. Levy will fire that one from the Cambridge logo. And that one's good as she made that one. It looked like almost from Water Street for 3 over there in Cambridge. 27-24. The Bombers trail by 3. 5 minutes to go. Acton has it. Bomber faithful wanted to travel. No avail. Smith has it. Now 20 on the shot clock. So the pressure's doing the job as far as taking time off the clock. Acton with it at the high post. Good dribble drive. Brent Acton can't finish that one. Johnson with the rebound. Kayla will bring it up. Bombers got to get a good look. This is a pretty good one here for Levy. She's feeling some kind of way, and it's up and good. Reagan Levy for 3, and she's made 3 straight threes and brought the Bombers all the way back as it's tied 27-27. 4:31 to go here in the fourth quarter, and the Bombers came storming back in this one.
Yeah, it really started on the defensive end, getting stops, and I give Reagan a lot of credit. You know, she's our offensive weapon, but she's creating some things on the defensive end, too.
Yeah, she is. And the big thing on the stops is they're getting one and done down here. We're not giving up offensive rebounds. And that's been the Achilles heel for the Bombers, especially early in the year. We would get a decent stop, but then there would be another attempt and another attempt and another attempt. And we're getting good looks at the basket on the offensive end, and good things happen as we've tied it up 27-27. The Bombers just had 9 at halftime. So big scoring splurge here in the second half for the Bombers, and it's been all Reagan Levy. She's got 22 of the 27, but as you said, she's a senior, and she'd love nothing more than to win her last home game her senior year.
Absolutely. You got to think Winterset's coach is reconsidering this zone.
Yes. We may see something different out of the timeout here, whether it's maybe a box and one or just straight up denial of Reagan with the ball.
I mean, Reagan's a great shooter, and when she gets going, you do not want her to touch it.
Yep. And these last 3 she's made have been pure as rain, and the last 2 especially, I don't even think they touched rim. It'll be Husky basketball, 4:31 to go, all square at 27s. Bombers stay in this 2-2-1 look. Devine has it now. Back over here to Acton. Acton looks ahead. Now Olivia Young has it, 24 on the shot clock. Young turns down the 3. Brent Acton with it out here about the 26-foot line. McKenna Olson. Now this is Natalie Smith at the high post. She fires over in the corner to Devine. Devine back to Smith. Good wall up here from Kaylor Johnson. Good aggressive play there as Harder has it.
A bit of a
Macy
flop
Harder
there from
goes up and finishes the layup. Does Macy Harder, the freshman. Landy's got to get up. Might have rolled a little bit of an ankle, but Jada's good to go now. Now This is McKenna Olsen as the Bombers lead by 2, 29-27. The Bombers take their, I believe, first lead of the ball game with 3:35 to play here in the fourth quarter. Natalie Smith takes on the dribble drive, and that one's taken away. Oh, and it should have been off of Smith. But Reagan Levy just tried to take her lunch right from her. As Smith dribbles it, it'll be out of bounds off the Bombers. 13 on the shot clock. Olivia Young will look to inbounds. McKenna Olsen has it. Now it'll be down low to Smith. Smith across the lane with the left hand. Oh, and Johnson's going to be called for the foul. It's fairly clean. Kaler doesn't agree, but she's got a smile on her face. So it looks like Smith will go to the line for 2.
A little more pep in the Bomber step, too. The ball goes through the bucket. This is just standard basketball, right?
Correct.
You wish you could, be at 100% full throttle the whole time, but we're all human. And you see the ball go through the bucket, you get a little more pep in your step. Yep. You're seeing that from the Bombers here.
Your defense improves, and your everything just flows a little bit better as Smith misses the first one. She's got the second of the pair, as there's 4 team fouls now here in the fourth quarter on the Bombers.
And it's 4 on Kaler.
4 on Kaler, yep. Smith makes it good on the second one. Levy will bring it up here. And we are going to see her face guarded by Olivia Young. Harder has it. Now Landy has it.
Reagan's got to be careful here.
Harder has it. Now she's in the corner. Be tipped out of bounds off of McKenna Olsen. 16 on the shot clock. 3:07 on the game clock. Bombers lead 29-28. Walker will look to inbounds.
Don't mind seeing Reagan set up a pick here for Kaler when you get into this box and one situation.
Harder has it. Now Walker has it over here to Landy. Landy back out top to Walker. Now they find Levy with it. She's checked by Young.
There we go.
Johnson with it. Now over the corner to Harder. Harder will try the 3. Just made that layup. And the 3 ball's up and good. Macy Harder, the freshman. She's got 5 here in the fourth quarter. Right on cue, as we said. We just need a little bit of help. Bombers lead 32-28. Olsen with it. That one's thrown out of bounds. It'll be out of bounds. The Huskies throw it out of bounds. And Coach Wynn is coaching them hard as the Bombers lead by 4 with 2:40 to go. Got a sub checking in here. Macy Olsen will check in for Bryn Acton. Olsen, the sophomore, as Coach Pat William will take a full timeout. You got to believe he's going to draw something up in this huddle to maybe get a look, as you were just mentioning, maybe a screen action with Johnson and Levy. I think that's kind of where your bread's going to be buttered here.
Yeah, and Macy's capable of getting a bucket too. 2:40 left, 35-second shot clock. Probably too early to try to grind out a possession, right?
Yeah.
But that clock is our friend right now.
It certainly is, and to play devil's advocate, with the shot clock being in play, as we've seen the last couple years here, if you're the Bombers, if you get a good one, you got to take it, because we've probably got 20 turnovers in this game. We don't have many here in the fourth quarter, but we've been making a lot of shots, and they've had good looks throughout the game. So you did bring your mojo with you, Mr. VIP, you brought the scoring down from Gilbert with you down here in the second half, so we like it. But I agree with you. I think they can be selective, and you got to believe that they would love to have Reagan. The problem here is, not the problem, but the Huskies can be super aggressive on the defensive side with no team fouls here in the fourth quarter.
And they've switched defenses, I think, on the last couple possessions, so I'd be curious to see where they come out now.
Yep.
Because you got to think Coach Winnie is looking at, if they come out in the box and want what to do, right?
Yes, sir.
You don't see that all the time.
Yep.
And if I'm Winterset's coach, I'm switching it up again.
We're going to have a Walker bring it up here, so it looks like we're going to see something with some screen game here. Yes, they are, as little down screen there from Levy for Harder.
Love it. Oh, had it, missed it.
And Johnson across on that cross screen. Harder with it on the right wing. Macy steps through. Now she'll fire it back out to Olivia Walker.
You got enough time, you could run that set again.
Johnson will fire up that little elbow free throw line jumper. Good, confident shot from the freshman Kaler Johnson, as now the Bombers lead by 6, 34-28. They'll stay in the zone as Coach Wing is yelling at his girls, imploring his girls, I should say, to be active in the zone. Hands up and out as Smith is working hard down there. Olsen catches it now out to Devine. It's Olivia Young out here. Ashlyn Devine with a dribble drive. Now she fires it over there to Smith. Too easy there for the Huskies. 1:45 to play. Bombers lead 34-30.
You know, I'd almost like to see Waka at the top of that zone with as long as she is and as quick as she is.
She can cover a lot of ground.
Absolutely. She would make every pass into the high post way more difficult.
We turn that one over as Landy throws it away. Now to be out of bounds. It'll be off the Bombers. 1:25 to go. 30 on the shot clock. 2 timeouts remain for both squads here, folks. Olivia Young. She has been the designated inbounder all night on these baseline out-of-bounds plays. Oh, and Natalie Smith finds herself wide open.
That just can't happen.
Now, 34-32 as the Huskies have gotten 4 straight. Levy has it. Now ball screen set by Johnson. Landy has it in the corner. Now back out here to Olivia Waka. Waka will dribble drive. Now back out here to Harder. Macy will fire a 3. It's up and no good. Landy looks to track it down, but it's out of bounds. Off the shot. So we 58.5 to go. 35 on the shot clock. Bryn Acton will check in for Olivia Young. Not a bad look there from Harder. Just didn't go down.
A little early in the clock for me, too.
I concur with that one, Steve. Bombers will stay in that 2-2-1 look. Back into the zone. You got to believe the Huskies are going to be looking at that high post and try to get Smith involved as that one's tipped away. Possession arrow is in the Bombers' favor as that one's turned over. Landy has it.
You got a foul if you're Winterset now.
I believe you do, and they have a bunch to give here.
Bombers with 2 timeouts left as well. Probably going to see that pretty quickly here from Coach Winya.
Now Pat's going to get, Coach Wingy is going to get a timeout. So 21.4, 19 on the shot clock. It'll be Bomber basketball in front of the scores table.
That's where Coach makes his bucks.
Where he makes the big bucks, right? You got to draw something up.
4 times.
Yes, 4 times is correct. So, folks, set the scene for you here. 21.4 on the game clock. Shot clock's at 19, not that big of a deal. The issue here is the Huskies have no team fouls in the fourth quarter. So, they have to foul 5 times in order to get the Bombers, so they can be ultra aggressive with it. Bombers need to be strong with the basketball here, Steve.
Absolutely. Sometimes I like to see a little stack with a kind of peel around to the bucket. Bit of a wheel play, but.
And first things first, you want to get the ball inbounds, and you just got to be strong with it.
Absolutely.
The possession arrow is in the Bombers' favor, so make note of that as well, folks. So if there's a jump ball, it will be the Bombers' basketball.
Sometimes in these situations when you have an overly aggressive team trying to get a steal, because they can, you draw something up that plays into that, so
sure.
You can get an easy bucket,
yep.
right?
Yeah, and we'll take an easy one here to go
Absolutely.
up 4, for sure.
I mean, obviously nothing but a layup right now.
Yep.
Strong with the basketball.
34-32, 21.4 to go here in the fourth quarter. It'll be Bomber basketball. They'll enter it on the sideline. Macy Harder will be doing the inbounding here for the Bombers. She gets it to Waka. Waka has it. Now it'll be Levy with it. That'll be a foul called on McKenna Olson. And Coach Pat Williams yelling for line. It'll be Ballard basketball just inside the half-court line. Well,
a little confused at what Winterset was doing there. You don't have enough time to not foul.
So shot clock is off. 13.1, 1-team foul here on the Huskies. There's Harder with it.
There's your easy one.
Macy gets the easy bucket. The clock doesn't stop. The Huskies still have timeouts.
No foul.
No foul here if you're the Bombers. McKenna Olson for 3. It's up and no good. Off the back iron. And the Bombers are going to get out of here with a win.
Job.
Excellent fourth quarter there from your Ballard Bombers as they take the win 36-32, and a great effort in the second half as the Bombers trailed 17-9 at halftime and come away with a 36-32 win in their final regular season home game. And it'll be the final home game for Reagan Levy and an outstanding performance from Reagan as she put us on her backs, had 22 in the game, but got some big help from the freshman Macy Harder, as Harder had 7 in the fourth quarter and finished the game with 9, did Macy, and had a big couple of layups and a big three-point shot as the Bombers win this one 36-32 on a come-from-behind win. They will travel to Grinnell on Wednesday night and be looking at our social media posts, folks. If there is a live stream, if you can't make it over there, we'll try to get it out there for you so you can know what time and where to tune in at for that live stream. We're going to step away here as the boys matchup will get underway here in approximately 15 minutes. But the Bombers win that first one 36-32.